Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another 10-minute investor eye test. Today, we're checking out Port3, a one-stop platform to create, utilize, and evolve your Web3 identity, backed by ventures like Jump, Crypto, DWF, Gate, and KuCoin. I'm excited to check this one out. Welcome, Sasha, my lovely co-host and
Lovely.
co-founder of Arcanum Ventures. How you doing today, brother?
Doing good, man. We're back from the new year. We're going to jump into some eye tests. We're kicking off the year strong. Let's do it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We'll go ahead and pull up crypto rank. I've got the list of IDOs up here. As you guys can see, I don't know anything about Port3 except for what you just said. The spiel about evolving Web3 identity. And so we'll go ahead and start the clock and get this ball rolling, huh?
Yeah, I don't know much about it either besides what I just read too, so excited for a true discovery.
All right, Port3. Okay. I think, again, you've got a one-stop platform to create, utilize, and evolve your Web3 identity. And I think, like you said, KuCoin Ventures is investing, and that's pretty cool because KuCoin is a big company in the space. Looks like they've got an IDO on Pools Finance at 5 cents a token. Yep. They're only raising 10K, though. That's really small.
Yeah, I think we saw that last bull run, like some smaller tickets just to get more. I think the more platforms, the better approach we saw at the tail end of the last bull market. So instead of having one or two pads, like I think we saw a few that had 20 launch pads, which is a little bit insane.
Yeah.
But only raising 140K total. And I guess one IDO announced. That's it for now.
Yeah. It looks like the IDO, I guess, started like a day ago. But yeah, so I guess we'll dive into the website. The goal remains the same, is that we're trying to figure out what Port3 is, why they're offering a token, and if it's something we would invest in. So we've got the website up. Boom, here we go. Carmelo, this is a pretty good looking website, huh?
Yep. So it's exactly what we read off the website before. So it's identity based. I know you're personally a fan of decentralized identity. I think that might be one of the big narratives of this upcoming bull run, because people want to figure out how to be semi-anonymous while using crypto platforms and systems. Maybe not doxing yourself, but being known at least to the system. So this is interesting. Web3 Quest platform. It kind of sounds something like Zeely or I don't know, some of these Quest. You do quests and you get points, and then maybe these points can be distributed or exchanged for crypto tokens once something launches. And we've seen this with Blast and with Manta right now, doing quest and sending over Ethereum so that you can earn rewards when it launches.
Yeah. I like how Quest is so loosely thrown around in the cryptocurrency industry lately. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting, the idea of creating a decentralized identity sort of ecosystem. Like, what you're doing is trying to entice people to create profiles on the Web3, future of the internet, whatever that looks like, that you can use and port over into a bunch of other ecosystems. But starting it out with quests, I think it's a good move, right? Because this is a very competitive space right now. As NFT technology, different ERC20 token standards have ramped up, a lot of people are turning to what DIDs can look like. And so the real thing here in my mind is like, their creativity in trying to get users on board, because, there's probably going to be maybe one DID platform or DID technology that emerges out of this war zone right now. So, I mean, it's all about creativity right now.
I'm not sure I agree with that. I think there's going to be more than one, but it's definitely an interesting topic to discuss. And you're right. I think it's a good MVP. It's like, for those that don't know, MVP is like minimum viable platform. It's the first thing you launch to get profits generated. So I think it's not a bad move, like you said, to start with that, because it's low hanging fruit, and everybody in crypto, anybody launching a project needs Quest platforms for marketing, early marketing.
It's interesting. It's very, very focused on Quest, but it looks like they've got a couple of things live already, which is cool, right? And so, this is the Soquest Web3 portal to earn rewards and build identities. I'm not a huge fan of that hero text, honestly. Again, I think everyone here knows my take when it comes to like actively marketing earn rewards. You know who you're getting on board if that's what you're going to try and market.
Yeah, it's true, but sometimes you need that to get that early adoption. Like if you want to build a worldwide Web3 identity system, then you're going to have a reason for people to come in and register in the first place, and usually rewards giving away token. But what I'm curious about, and I'm sure you're curious about, is what does the token do
Yeah,
on both this platform, Soquest, and Port3 in general, their entire ecosystem? How does it work?
absolutely. I guess we really have to figure that out. I mean, you look up here, like they've got campaigns spaces. I'm guessing it's
Oh,
BRC20. So they're on like Bitcoin ordinals, QAAS mining. There's a lot of
BRC20 is hot right now too. It's wild. Like people are chomping at the bit to invest in BRC20 projects.
yeah, like there's a lot to digest here, right? Look, 25 projects, 35 activities. So obviously there's a lot of quests going on for different projects
Yep.
in the BRC20 ecosystem. And so it's pretty cool. They've already got traction in the form of partnerships or quests that potentially they've commissioned with these different projects. I'm not too
Yep.
familiar on the BRC20 side, but you know what? Like, let's see if they've got some Ethereum stuff. Nothing. Polygon, not a
Looks like
whole
they're
lot.
leaning hard into BRC20,
Hmm.
which is not a bad move right now. But I've been hearing some murmurs about BRC20 not being around for long because all it takes is a few updates in the Bitcoin network to make most BRC20 programs obsolete, basically. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean it's a strange ecosystem to be honest. I haven't seen anything about the token, but I assume the token is used to reward people, which seems in very very inflationary with more campaigns they onboard, right?
Yeah, and you would think with campaigns from client projects with their own tokens that they would be giving away those tokens, so you wouldn't have to put the onus on your own token to give away as a reward. But maybe initially to start the process, they need to give away some of their tokens, which you and I build token economies. We're familiar with that. In the beginning, you got to give away some tokens, but as far as on an ongoing basis, it doesn't make sense. I imagine the token's probably more used for the ongoing DID, decentralized identity platform. Maybe not so much the quests, but who knows? Maybe it's a B2B. You have to stake tokens. I would hate to see that, but
Yeah.
still haven't seen anything about the actual Port3 token.
Hopefully it's in this right here docs. But yeah, I mean, like if you think about the token, if it is used as a rewards mechanism, you bring on more partnerships, more quests, more opportunities to reward people, and then you're actively marketing earn rewards to build identity. You're going to deplete your token supply very quickly and drive that price into the ground. So I'm hoping that they have some sort of like reward replenishment mechanism, or it's used for something else of like incredible value. But again, I'm not
Yep.
seeing a whole lot here on like the token itself, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good lesson to anybody. It doesn't mean it's a good or bad project, but being as transparent and obvious as possible. Especially, I can't remember what the hero text was, or if there was a call to action. But if your call to action is like funneling attention to the IDO and buying the token, becoming an investor in one way or another, you want to be clear about what value you're offering, because otherwise, it's kind of a speculative gamble, and that's in meme coin territory if you're doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I apologize. I think I was sharing the wrong tab. So I mean, like we've got this one, right? The documents tab. And so again, I'm not seeing anything on the token here. There's some strange like low resolution screenshots of like a web page. They've got some
Hmm.
infographics on like how their social data layer works, and this is the product matrix and ecological architecture. So it talks about like the different types of like ecosystems within these individual products. But again, you're right, man. Like we're close to 10 minutes on this. We're taking a pretty deep dive. We've been through the whole website. I don't know what else is happening around the token. And the funny thing is, like on the web page, there.
Oh, look right there, right there. Go, scroll down. I think it said they plan on launching, distributing gemstone rewards to loyal users. Additionally, the ecosystem will be further enriched, data sources expanded, and DeFi component development improved.
Yeah, but
So it's
like
still kind of unclear. If that's the only little paragraph, then it's not that encouraging.
that's, I mean, we're talking about like what, 20 words here, talking about the token. And then on the front page, the immediate call to action is there's an IDO coming. So,
Yep.
I don't know. It seems like that's a very obvious fail. I'm not sure, but maybe we should jump to socials and see what people are talking about with this thing.
Yeah, good call. I think there's not much to learn here. Massive following.
Massive
Um,
following. Yeah. And
okay, so bigger. I think that's proof that the bull market's heating up. Airdrop. Okay, so there's your reasoning for massive marketing. Airdrops always bringing people using medium.com. You know how I feel about having your blog on a third party website.
yeah,
Terrible,
guys,
terrible idea
guys.
if you want to have a real website with real marketing.
Yeah, I mean, like you need to drive traffic to your website. You need to keep it all in house. That's a very easy fix, guys. You can fix that very quickly. Here's some stuff about the token, and so, um, yeah, it doesn't. Oh, it says tokenomics. Again, I'm like always triggered when I see people use the word tokenomics and they show a pie chart. Like, come on, I figured people would know what tokenomics are by now, but it's not like 1% public sale, 5% marketing. It's how your token actually flows and functions in your product and ecosystem. Let's get it together, guys.
Yeah, I mean, at least it says token allocation on the actual graphic, but yeah,
True.
and then again, it links to Medium. So if I have to go to Medium to find out about your project, it's already a bad start as
This
an
is
investor,
true.
personally.
Yeah, if you don't have your tokenomics or your token allocation on your website and it's on your Medium, big red flag for me. Well,
Or your white paper.
that's nothing really. Well, I guess that's
Yeah.
10 minutes on Port 3, man. Massive
Did you
following.
catch that last part too? It said summoning the BTC ecosystem on Twitter as their little slogan. So I guess that just proof that they're focusing heavily on, expanding in the BRC20 ecosystem. I think that's their narrative they're chasing because they see how hot it is right now.
Seems risky. Should we dive into
So
verdicts?
yeah, but before we do that, just take a quick moment to remind people if you're enjoying this content, if you have any suggestions, please leave some comments, like, subscribe, give your friends at Arcanum some support. We appreciate it greatly. And yeah, Sasha, what is your verdict here? What do you think about Port 3?
Man, I'm I'm a huge fan of digital identifiers, decentralized identities. I really do think this is the way that the world moves forward. And it's logical because it's just going to replace a lot of obsolete paper systems that are fragmented and are prone to human error. And so, yeah, the idea of digital identifiers is definitely going to happen. I don't know how
Hmm.
it's going to happen. I don't know who's going to facilitate it or who's going to mandate it or force it. I don't know where the infrastructure is going to be built, but the idea of building it on the back of some sort of engagement machine through promoting quests for Web3 projects is a really interesting concept. I like this idea actually. It's kind of reverse of what people have been doing. And so I'm kind of a fan of what I've seen as far as like the actual product. Strategy, not so much. I don't know anything about the token, and they're actively in the market with an IDO trying to sell it to people. Port 3, you failed there. You failed to explain what the token does, what the value proposition is, and why people should buy it. That's a huge oversight. At the same time, focusing on the BRC20 network, of course, it lies in alignment with the idea of like the hype and speculation and a lot of the love that BRC20 is getting right now. And for sure,
Hmm.
maybe it might facilitate them bringing on users and building out digital identities. But I'm not a believer in BRC20 or ordinals. I think it's a misappropriation of the Bitcoin network, and I don't know if it's going to be around for a while. So it is risky to try and build your infrastructure there. Hot take. So
No,
yeah,
yeah, I agree with you.
that's mine. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
sorry.
you put it.
One thumb sideways. I think I would maybe look a little bit deeper and see like what they're trying to do with the token, but not seeing a lot of good signs yet.
Yeah, okay. I tend to agree with everything you said. I'm gonna start with my one thumb sideways. I think I agree with you there for most of the reasons you said. I think this just barely gets one thumb sideways. It's very close to a one thumbs down
Yeah.
because I I'll chalk it up to bad opaque marketing, lack of I don't know explanation for the token. It's unclear what they're looking for. It's unclear what their ecosystem looks like. I don't know if Soquest is its own standalone thing with its own token. It says they have something about gemstones, which also wasn't explained. The white paper is nowhere to be found. If what we saw was the white paper, then disappointing to say the least. And if it's just bad marketing and opaque and it's unclear, that's not a bad problem to have. That's a quick fix. The product itself, I give it the benefit of the doubt, one thumb sideways, because it looks like an intriguing idea. We like decentralized identity. I'd be eager to talk to these guys and learn more about it. But yeah, you got to improve. If you only have one shot to impress investors, we know as VCs that we see so many pitch decks, so many projects every day. We don't have the time to spend an hour on each. We don't even have time to spend 10 minutes on most of them. So that's what we have a team for. But yeah, I think one thumb sideways, intriguing, but I would have to learn more about the team. I see it's a telling sign that they spent more time showing who their investors are than what their token does. Never a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, like they've been shilling who their investors are, but no information on the team as well. So that's another another concern that we overlooked. So yeah, I think we're in alignment there. Well, anyways, guys, that's Port3 Network. A new digital identity ecosystem coming to market in 10 minutes on this token launch. Again, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and be sure to follow us and subscribe if this content interests you. We got more eye tests coming, more boom rooms, more everything. Until then, ciao, y'all.
Bye, everybody.